Joe has been informative around here. He does most of the speaking at the job club meetings, and he does his best. He's very courteous and he's cordial as far as making things happen. Right? I'm glad that he brought up certain other factors about job etiquette and office etiquette, because that's basically what that is. Mm-hmm. Now we're going to move forward into the topic of today, which is freelance economy. I've actually enclosed a caption up underneath this: the freedom from occupational slavery. Okay? That's what most of us exist in, is occupational slavery. Because you go out and you put in a day's work, and somebody is making a heck of a lot of money off of your services, and you are making minimal, especially when we talk about minimum wage. Okay? So we want to sort of identify ourselves, especially us, because we are the maturity works. We signify mature workers, not just here at the workplace, but everywhere. Everywhere, not only in America, but I'm sure in other countries as well. You should be the nucleus of all operations, because you have the experience. You have the knowledge. You have existed this long for a purpose and a reason. That there is an accomplishment within itself. So it's time for you to acknowledge yourself. We put in a caption that should be down here somewhere. If you want to be concerned about your future, and you want to take the power and the grips of where you're going in your future and what's going to happen to you in your future, then take a look in the mirror. Because when you look in that mirror, you are seeing what you are becoming. You are becoming you. You are who you are. You are the ones who can pick yourself up by the bootstrap and move forward. I can come up here and talk to you all day. Joe can come up here and talk to you all day. And the thing is that you're not going to get anywhere until you are willing to change. We talk about change all the time. Some people aren't willing to change. If you're not willing to change, I immediately identify you as a failure, because you'll always be where you are today. People talk about change. Oh, the world needs to change. The world needs to do this. The world needs to do that. Always the world, never us. But it's only us. Because what you see outside of these, outside of your eyes, you create. You actually create and mold your own world. You are the recipient of what you put out. Some people call it karma. But it's just simple reality. If you wake up in the morning and you think positive and grow yourself to be positive, you're going to be positive. You're going to actually receive or be the recipient of positive elements. But if you think that you are going to put out negative energy into the universe and that you're going to receive positive results, now, cipher, it is wrong. Big N-O, no. Because we know that 20% of our effort produces 80% of our results. So the minute that you receive that and accept that, because many people have gone before you, and you think that you're going to reinvent that wheel, this wheel is called success. That's why you're supposed to be here. The wheel is called success. So what are you going to do? You're going to take and chip a piece off the top, chip a piece off the side. You're going to have a lopsided wheel that's not going to operate properly, and definitely is not going to be most effective. So utilize somebody else's blueprint. There's a lot of different type of people in this world, but they all can be broken down into two categories. Those that learn the easy way and those that learn the hard way. My dad taught me something a very, very long time ago. He says, I know you guys like to sing. I hope you're not drinking, but I knew 4 guys that was drinking. They would get them little cheap bottles of wine. They would stand on the corner all day and drink and practice their singing. Had great voices. Motivated, cultivated their voices. Their morals were was a little questionable, because the police officer walked up to him and told him one day it was raining, I want y'all to go to your places of occupancy. Why do you mean occupancy? Where you live, I want you to go there. They said, man, Man, we know our rights. We all live on this block. The officer said, I'm going to ask you again. I want you all to leave the corner. 3 of the guys left. The 4th guy, man, I know my rights. I'm not going nowhere. I'm standing right in this corner. When you leave, I'll be standing in this corner. Police officer said, oh, yeah. He got on his radio, made a call for backup. Went back over to the guy and said, this is the last time. Leave the corner. Later for you. Took out his blackjack, cracked him in the head. His head was bleeding. The ambulance came, took him to the hospital, then took him to jail. Let me ask you something. When I tell you that story, what do you really think about? A common sense person, what do you really think about? The fact that he said that he wasn't leaving that corner. And the thing is that he could have just left the corner, went home, called the Civil Complaint Board, which every state has one, and made a formal complaint. But instead, he was going to be big and bad and bodacious, got his head cracked, head bleeding, got a record now, because that's a charge that's going to be on your account in the legal department, and he left the corner.
Yeah.
He learned the hard way. So either you're going to learn the easy way or you're going to learn the hard way. We can tell you all day long. Like I said, Joe can take it till he's blue in the face. I can take it till I'm blue in the face. It's going to be kind of difficult to determine. So but the thing is this. the thing is this, that you guys have to want it for yourself. I can want it, Joe can want it for you, Mr. Pat can want it for you, Miss Cassandra can want it for you, but you have to want it for yourself, and you have to want it better than we want it for you. We're here to give you the tools to utilize to make your dream of freedom from occupational slavery a reality. So we're going to give you what you need. But the thing is, you have to want it. There's a few others that participate in this project or was participating in the past that I don't see their faces. The same email went out. I think the best communication we had was from Ms. Karen, that she started telling some people about it that hadn't read the emails or whatever, didn't receive the email or whatever. So folks did show up. We reached out at the last minute to make sure that we contacted as many people as possible by phone as well. And you guys are here. So that says something to me. That says something to me that you are the cream of the crop of this program. There's one that's missing, but she came in here this morning. She said, I found out a little late, but I'm on my way to New York. But I love you guys. I'll be here at the next meeting. And I commended her for that. She made what? An effort. She made an effort. Remember, I want you to drill this in your head as I'm drilling it in your head. 20% of all your efforts produces 80% of your results. So we want results. That's why you're here, you're here, you're here. We want results about something, regardless of how minute or how elevated or escalated the level is, that we want results. We want results. We want change. Everything starts at change. Constant and never-ending improvement. Kanai. Kanai was brought here from Asia. The Asians use it all the time. That's why they're so progressive. But Anthony Robbins went and he brought it to America and started to teach people that in order to be successful, you have to have constant and never-ending improvement. Constant and never-ending improvement don't only mean that on New Year's Eve that we are going to decide that we're going to make a bunch of resolutions and we're actually going to stick to them and it's going to change our life spectacularly. No, 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 no. Wrong concept. Constant and never-ending improvement means every day that passes, you want to be better than you was yesterday, today. Find some way to improve yourself. If it's increasing your vocabulary, if it's relieving your comprehension level, if it's learning more about your competitive folks out there that run businesses as well. Become better every day. And not only every day, we have extended it. We want you better every hour. Concentrate every hour. We started this project at 12 o'clock. By 1 o'clock, you want to be better and stronger than the way that you came into this meeting. 2 o'clock, you want to be better than that. And then begin to break it down by every minute. Did I say something a minute ago I had no business saying? It didn't create or give positive energy to anything in existence. It was something to break it down. Let me stop saying that. Let me stop acting like that. It's negative. You have two levels of energy. Only. A lot of people say there's three sides to this and there's three sides to that. Yes, to a triangle. Right? But in the concepts of life, there is two sides, positive or negative. There is no in-between. It gets scriptural on you. It tells you you cannot straddle the fence. You cannot be warm. You can either be hot or cold. And you can be different levels and degrees of hot or different levels or degrees of cold. But there is no in-between thing in existence. You either do it or you don't.